Hi, my name is Monica Lewis. I live in Northern Virginia. I'm originally from Southern Virginia. I moved up here about 2 years ago. It's been a little bit of a rough, I guess, start in a way moving to a new area because with COVID, it's hard to kind of meet people. So it's pretty much just me, my animals. My mom lives with me and my daughter, and we're just kind of trying to live and stay busy. I'm doing education classes. I actually recently just changed from elementary education major with a minor in special education to a major in English. I'm trying to figure out what's the official terminology. Education and English as a second language, P through 12. So I'm kind of excited about that, even though I really need to learn a second language pretty fast, and I'm hoping that I can pick up on one pretty quickly. And we'll see. But let's see here. I'm supposed to be telling about an event that kind of changed life, and this one's a little hard because there's so many. But I think for me, when I think about it, I think from being a young person, kind of thinking that the world is your oyster and you have it all ahead of you. And the first person actually who kind of got sick and passed away was my Aunt Joyce. And I was in my early 20s and I had a young son who was in kindergarten. And she had had ovarian cancer. And it was just really, really rough. It was the first person in our family who'd ever really gotten ill. And I would have to say it was just tremendously hard because it was the first time I realized we had a pretty tight, close knit family before then, and everyone had their own way of dealing with it, and it wasn't always pleasant. It kind of separated the family into two different divisions, and everybody kind of had to choose sides. And the only person I really didn't understand why or this was happening because the focus really should have been about making Mount Joyce comfortable in her care, and I don't understand why it wasn't. But it was the first time in my life I realized that sickness and problems like this can bring out a lot of awful emotions in a lot of people. And it was just a really bad circumstance. And it was 2 years of really, going in and out of the hospital and being called because they thought she was on life support and not going to make it, to her miraculously surviving over and over again. I mean, she did an unbelievable job at surviving. And, I think that was really to teach us. It gave me some time with, she had not had grandchildren yet. So my son was like her grandchild. She was like my second mother. We were very, very close. I tried my best to help take care of her, and make the what time she had left as pleasant as possible. But I do remember a particular day in particular that we'd gotten called into the hospital that she wasn't going to make it. And it was snowing outside, and it was not used to driving in snow in our area. And I made it to the hospital, which was a little far away, the hospital she was at. And she had miraculously kind of recovered and was doing okay. And I actually kind of got to roll her around in the wheelchair around the hospital some. And we talked some. And I remember thinking already, I knew very well that her time was coming near and close to ending. And I remember asking her very much what all she wishes she would have done differently. What all would she like to still do? And I guess my main reason for asking was wondering if there's anything else I could try to provide for her and experiences in the time she had left. But, it hit me really hard, and something that it really kept in my mind over the years, that she said that she wishes she would not have spent so much time cleaning her house and trying to make everything perfect. And she wishes she would have spent more money and time on travel and vacations and doing stuff and more experiences rather than having stuff, because she realized now that she wasn't going to have taken these things with her, and that she wishes she would have maybe focused more on experiences rather than things, and keeping a nice house and things that really weren't going to matter once you're gone. And I would say that would be a very monumental moment in my life because I really took this to heart, and I made sure that I traveled with my kids and did different things, and um, really tried to make sure that we lived and had a life, because you really never know when your time is up and when you're going to get called away. So we try to make the most of every day. But anyway, I look forward to speaking with all of you guys and learning with you guys during this class. Thank you so much. Bye bye.